The home of the magpies is coming along nicely. They seem to have based it on an igloo design this time. Hello and welcome back to the channel, and I'd just like to say a massive thank you to everybody who left a comment. I hope I've replied to them all. It meant a lot. I gave the wrong impression, I think, in my previous video. I wasn't having a good time in my real life, and I was just thinking aloud, and it came across as if I was giving up the channel, which I'm not. So I'm sorry for that. That wasn't my intention. I've given the herbs a bit of a haircut there, and in the centre there I've planted some straggly looking thyme that I bought in the supermarket, so hopefully that will take. I found a new cat. I have no idea who this is or where he or she came from, but what a gorgeous cat. Absolutely gorgeous. It's certainly feeling a bit more spring-like these days. The days are lighter and longer, and spring flowers are everywhere. These tiny daffodils were outside Waitrose last week. These are the flowers that I bought. 2 of these bouquets were reduced, and they had lilies and alstroemerias in them, but I can put them in a vase in a room where I can shut Henry out, so not too much to worry about there. But let me show you the price. It was £15 down to £3.69. That's a bit of a difference. And these were half price, so they were £7.50. Slightly past their best really, but I can work with that. I can make them last. Of course, Henry Cat is close by, but fear not, I kept an eye on him to make sure he didn't get close to the lilies. And we had Chinese takeaway from Waitrose for dinner on Thursday night, and managed to find one reduced, which was perfectly timed. Also found a reduced salad to have for lunch, along with a roast chicken salad sandwich, because I just fancied that. And I got this Turkish Delight because that too was reduced. I love Turkish Delight, what a good purchase. And my Treats magazine, not sure how much of a bargain it was. 2 magazines for £5.99, one was dated from September and the other is incredibly thin. Still, nice magazine. And this is my nail varnish from Nails Inc that I showed you last week. It seems to last quite well. Do love a hot cross bun. Flowers waiting to be arranged or rearranged, and I love how that looks in the kitchen. It's a mess, but a lovely mess. We had a delivery on Thursday. These 2 massive boxes, which of course Henry Cat was very excited about. And they contained 2 of these bedside tables for Violet's room. Here comes the boss to make sure I've unpacked them properly. Just need to take the handles out of that packaging and attach, and get the second table out of there and find Henry. Of course, he's larking around on the packaging. I should probably tell him that the tail's attached to him. Seems to have given him the anger. So let's look in Violet's room. You might recall I said we were going to paint it a lovely dark red. Well, we bought the paint and we started to paint, and then we all decided we liked the blue. So that's the old blue, the paler blue, and we've just bought a very, very similar blue from Finnegan Tilbrook. It's this one, Sea of Tranquility. We just really love that room blue, all of us. And these are the Jim Lawrence purchases that we got recently. More wall lights that just plug in, and We were able to bring the fixtures home on the same day, but they didn't have the shades, so we had to order those, and Violet chose those. And that's the room really, as much as I can show you so far. So the bedside tables are mismatched here. That one is from IKEA, so it's quite flimsy, it's not very good. There's a footstool in the corner there with Violet's piles of clothes and things, and then that table we're going to keep because it matches the wardrobe and the bed. We bought them all at the same time from Laura Ashley, so we're going to keep those. But yes, let's change those tables, so that's nice. And what's next to do is buy some curtains, because although these ones kind of match the lampshades really, we want to get some dark blue curtains for a change and hopefully make the room darker. So I have a sample of some dark blue velvet, and that's the kind of curtain we want to get in there. And then again for bed linen, something similar in a dark colour, and just put it all together and it should look nice and cosy. This violent tap shouldn't be happening, so I contacted the kitchen people and asked what was wrong with my taps and spray, and the suggestion was either water pressure or limescale build-up. That kind of annoyed me because I try to keep on top of limescale build-up. But I took note and I went to work with a pin, some Viacal and a toothbrush, and voila, limescale was the problem. Suitably embarrassed, but my point is that I do listen when people suggest things to me. However, this is a recipe idea that I've wanted to try since the end of last year. It was Teeny's macaroni cheese. It went kind of viral, everybody was making it. But I'm lazy and I did not want to make a roux for macaroni cheese. I did not. So this morning I was up early I was awake early and I was scrolling Instagram as you do, and I found this recipe, kind of a version of it, but this chap said, you don't need to make a roux for macaroni cheese. Aha, I thought, I'd try that then, because I'm lazy. And this is me trying it out his way, which is slightly different to Teeny's. And spoiler alert, it does not work, so don't be lazy like me. I did still use the macaroni that Teeny uses, not that piece because I've dropped it on the floor. And there's not much water in there because you boil it down and then you add the evaporated milk. It looks gross, it looks absolutely vile. But I was trusting the process. Then he added American cheese, 2 slices, which he said was for texture, not flavour. I didn't have that, but I did have 1 slice of dairy so I threw that in and let that melt. Still looks quite gross by this stage, and walloped in some Dijon mustard. And the other problem I have really is that I don't like to measure or weigh things out. I don't know, I kind of think I'm a natural Nigella. I am not. There's a reason we have recipe books and recipes full stop. We need them. So don't mess up like this. I'm laughing, but I'm really annoyed with myself. This is a waste of good product here. Anyway, I carried on, I layered it up. I think the ironic thing is, if I'd left it here and just done it as a on the hob kind of macaroni cheese, it would have been really good. Because look, there, it looks quite nice. It looks rich and creamy and yummy, but instead I put it in the oven and it came out and it looks quite good, but the texture is horrible. And that's all my own fault, so I show you my mistakes, and this is one walloping great mistake. Let me tell you that. So I was hoping to find a cheese pour here, but no, nothing. It just plops back down like all the hope in my heart. So that was my fail. So we'll cheer ourselves up with some glorious flowers now, and the lilies from this arrangement have now gone outside. Just makes me a bit nervous to have lilies in the house with Henry. And talking of Henry Cat, he's a strange character. He will not purr for me. Very occasionally he might accidentally slip up and purr, but on the whole he won't. But he does show his affection in other ways, like this. This is how he slept on me at the weekend. I mean, that's a real trusting cat, isn't it? Doesn't even look comfortable. I've been to Home Bargains and I bought this cake tin and the baking tray. They're both really good and sturdy and I love the colour. So nice. $2.49 for the cake tin, $2.99 for the baking tray. I ended my Saturday by watching a Hallmark film I found on YouTube. Don't know what it's called, something about making chocolates in Bruges, but it's really good and gave me the excuse to sit and eat chocolate as I watched it. Well, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. I'll be back soon.